Long time no see. Good to see you. You look great. Sally, Harry, Susan, Dorian, there you are. Maz, Eileen. I'm just going to change my view because there could be hundreds of you. And maybe this is not a great idea to go through you all. Welcome, anyway. Oh, Lordy, there's loads of you. Welcome. Great to see you. How are we doing for time? Time to begin. Okay, I invite you to do the same, to switch your phone to airplane mode or silent. I'm a bit hay fevery today, so I request your indulgence in advance if I sneeze or cough. I've got lozenges on board. I have a pint of water, tissues. I've already sprayed stuff up my nose. Too much information, perhaps? Uh, Welcome to my world. So if there's anything you need to do to sort yourself out, yeah, I invite you to take a moment to look after yourself. I closed a window. I figured that might have something to do with the spasms, the paroxysms of coughing earlier. Being distracted by Wimbledon. Yes, if your television is on, I invite you to switch off anything that might distract you from your meditation. And I've noticed, actually, I'm wearing some jewelry and it's a bit tight and it's a bit, now that I'm getting ready to practice, I'm really aware of things that are touching my body. So the clothes are staying on, you'll be glad to know, but the jewelry can come off. So if there's anything on you that's a bit uncomfortable, a hairband, glasses, a watch, a jumper if you're too hot. Hey, Lean, welcome. And if you need anything to make yourself comfortable, you may not have met me before. Hello, my name is Karen Hall. I'm one of the trainers, teachers. I've been working with Breathworks for a long time. But if you haven't met me before, I'd really encourage you to make yourself comfortable. If you've done this with me a few times, if you've meditated and practiced a lot before, and you know how to set yourself up comfortably, then you can get on with that, or you can just come into land and allow yourself to begin. But for those of you who are new to this, I'd really encourage you to choose a posture that's comfortable for you. That can be lying down, it can be sitting up, it can be standing. And if at any point in the next half hour you become uncomfortable in your chosen posture, you have 100% permission to move, to change to a more comfortable posture. If you become uncomfortable, it's probably your body telling you, do something about that. And just check to support the posture that you're in. You're welcome, Victoria. If there's any part of you that needs a bit more support, so I have a chronic back injury, if you need a pillow behind your spine, or if you need a pillow under your knees if you're lying down, or some cushion under your feet, by all means, take the time to just correct that posture a little bit, make that adjustment. And if you're feeling a bit dehydrated, by all means, take your glass of water by your side and take a few mouthfuls and just hydrate yourself. I'm going to start with reading something. I was looking through Benedictus, my usual source, and instead, in a state of distraction, I found a book written by my aunt. And her dedication is to the unsung, rejoicing in the truth, bearing all things, believing all things, hoping all things, enduring all things, abiding in faith, hope, and love. I've had this book for years and I've never noticed that before, but I think it's a lovely dedication to those of us who are part of the breathworks community. So if you're happy to, I'd invite you to close your eyes now. You don't need to look at the screen. So if you're wearing glasses, I'd encourage you to put your glasses somewhere to the side where you won't sit on them. And allow yourself to breathe in slowly and deeply as you exhale, maybe letting that exhale breath be a slow breath out. For the next few breaths, perhaps shaping your mouth as if you were going to whistle or blow through a straw, and just slow your breath down a little bit. Notice what you notice as you do that. The sound of your breath flowing outwards, or the shape of your mouth, or the movement of your rib cage as your full lungs empty of breath. And if your mind is very busy, as it might well be for the first few minutes of this practice, allow yourself to just give a big sigh. Or you can imagine that thoughts and it fade off into the distance. And the mind may well persist with intrusive thoughts for the next while, and that's completely normal. A little bit like whatever sounds you can hear, that's just the world. There are sounds in it. This is just our minds. There are thoughts in it. But perhaps don't give them your attention. Don't turn your focus, that magnifying glass of attention, onto your thoughts. Instead, I'd invite you to drop into your senses. And you can choose whichever one you prefer. You can choose the sounds that you can hear around you at the moment. You can choose your breath. Or you can choose your sense of touch, your sense of contact through your skin with whatever is present for you. You might be able to feel different contact points in whatever posture you've chosen, under your feet, under your thighs or your buttocks, at your spine or under your arms, at your hands somewhere. If you're lying down, maybe under your heels or along the backs of your calves and your thighs, the back of your torso, all the way from your buttocks, along your back, through the rib cage and the shoulder blades, up through the neck and the back of your head, across your shoulders and down the backs of your arms. Just noticing where you can feel the pull of gravity anchoring your body onto the planet. And take a moment to notice, is there anything that's snagging your attention at the moment, that's dragging you away from your intention to meditate? It might be a pain or a discomfort somewhere in your body, a physical sensation. It might be a persistent thought, a memory, or something you're anticipating. There might be an emotion. Maybe you're feeling low, angry. Maybe something very exciting is going to happen later and you're all pepped up about that. And just turning towards whatever that is, turning your awareness towards whatever's snagging your attention. Notice if there's a story accompanying it. Often those emotions and those thoughts go hand in glove. And also sometimes they can be felt somewhere in the body. So just check if that's true for you. And if it is, where is that sensation? What is that sensation? What does it feel like? Allow yourself to breathe into it. Perhaps allow your body to soften any resistance around it. It could be a sense of avoidance, or it could be a tightening of muscles. Just see if you can let whatever it is be there. It is anyway. So allowing it, that's the choice, to allow it. And all the while, your body continues to breathe itself, maybe reconnecting with that sensation of the body breathing itself. Maybe you can feel your rib cage expand or your belly swell and subside. Maybe you can feel warm air being drawn in through your nostrils, out again through your nose or your mouth. If your hands are resting on your tummy, maybe you can feel your hands and your arms being lifted and dropped again as the body moves with the breath. And we're cultivating a sense of curiosity about what's happening for us in this moment. You might be wishing for stillness, and the path to stillness is presence. And a way to be present is to drop into your body, this vehicle that carries you around, this place where you live. And I just invite you to just gently check. Is there any tension or effort that you're aware of somewhere in your body? Are you holding your shoulders close to your ears? Are they forward? Are your arms tightly by your sides? Are your hands clasping each other or clenched in any way? And if they are, just maybe allowing your shoulders to rise on the in-breath and then let them drop down. Let them go. They're not going to fall off. So just let them hang there. Let the arms rest by your sides. If you're lying down, maybe even move them a little bit away from your body. You can let your hands rest by your sides, palms facing upwards, like two open flowers. Notice if you're sucking in your gut at all, if you're making an effort. Once you notice it, Sometimes you find you just stop doing it once your awareness arrives. Don't need to do that. Is there anywhere else that you habitually carry tension? Are your knees tightly together? If they are, let them be a little bit apart. If your toes are gripping the floor, maybe curl them and uncurl them, point them away and pull them towards you, and then just let them rest there, flopped out to the sides. Just resting on the floor. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Let the body be at ease. What about your face, your cheeks, your lips and your tongue, your teeth? Is there any clenching or tightness around there? Are your eyebrows drawn into a frown? Maybe waggle your lower jaw. Let your upper and lower jaws remain apart. And you can let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth, or you can let the tip of your tongue touch the back of your upper front teeth. Just notice how that softens the face. And as the face softens, the jaw, the neck, the scalp, and the shoulders, all doing a little bit less, making a little less effort. And just check again. Has your posture dropped? Has your spine collapsed down on itself? Are you leaning forwards? Is your head dropped? And if that's true and you're sitting, just tuck your bum right into the back of the chair and let the backrest support your spine. Let your head be poised on your neck. And you can let your chin drop a little bit, or you can let your nose point forwards. And just take a moment to notice any movement in this still body. Maybe you can feel your swallow. If there's saliva in your mouth and you're swallowing, you can feel that ripple, that peristalsis, all the way from the tongue down through the neck into the stomach. Maybe you can feel your shoulder blades, your collarbones, your breastbone and your ribs all opening out, rising up on the in-breath and coming back down on the out-breath. And if you notice that at the front of your body, see if you can notice it in your armpits, along the sides of your torso, all the way down to your waist. And what about at the back of your body, behind you or beneath you? Can you feel that movement, that tidal swell and subside of the breath moving in and out of the body like waves flowing up a beach and falling back into the ocean? Maybe you can even feel that dome of the diaphragm cutting across the body, under the ribs, under the lungs, rising on the out breath and flattening as we breathe in. Maybe you can feel everything in the belly underneath the diaphragm being pushed down and away on the in-breath and sloshing back on the out-breath. And if your mind wanders and you notice your mind has wandered, that's a little moment of mindfulness. You can just come back to this moment, to this breath, or these sounds that you can hear, or the sensation through your feet, the contact points of your body where it's being supported. And if you need to move, if there's any discomfort, yeah, please do. Even if you want to stand up and lift your arms above your head on the in-breath and lower them gently on the out-breath, by all means, include some movement in this practice. You can broaden out your awareness to include the movement. Even this movement can be included in this still space of your experience of this moment. Maybe just noticing now if you can feel your heart beating. Where can you feel that? In your ears, or your jaw, on either side of your neck, or there in your chest, where your heart is beating, pumping blood around the body, the oxygen you breathe in, pumping out carbon dioxide and water. Maybe you can feel that between your shoulder blades. If you're sitting, maybe your body is rocking with that beating heart. I wonder if in this moment now, there's anything pleasant in your experience. Give yourself a moment, reach out with your awareness down into your feet. Maybe your feet are resting on something soft, some delicious texture. Maybe there's a cool breeze coming from the window or the fan, blowing away some of the heat and humidity. Maybe you can hear an ice cream van in the distance. Maybe the birds are singing. Maybe your body has let go of effort and there's just an easy being here, doing nothing. The body just resting, being at ease. Now, there may be some pain or discomfort there for some of us. In fact, I'm certain of it. But just notice how that's only a part of your experience. And if you like, you can place your hand there or you can rest your attention there like a tender touch from a loving person, a softness towards this suffering of yours. Allowing it to be there, not pushing it away. The same way you'd tenderly look after a pet or a child or a loved one. Not pushing our own experience away. And also noticing whatever that pleasant thing might be, the coolness of the water that you drink, this gift you've given yourself of practicing, of being with your community. Maybe the smell of flowers is wafting in through the window, and maybe that's pleasant. Letting your attention seek that out and any other pleasant aspect of this moment. Another facet of this precious diamond of our experience. And perhaps it's helpful to know that many of the other people here meditating are also suffering with some difficulty, some health condition, some circumstance in their lives is causing them suffering. So knowing that we're not alone can sometimes ease that suffering just a tad. You might breathe that into your awareness and wish all those other people here with us, wish them well. May you be well. May things go well for you. May your health improve. May your suffering be eased in some way. May you receive tender kindness. May you have peace of mind. May you be a little oasis of peace in your own life, in your own family, in your own community. Wishing these gentle blessings for all the people in the community. May we be safe wherever we are, whatever we're doing, whatever activity we're engaged in, or however we're traveling. May we be safe. And may we be content. May you be content. And if that feels like a stretch for you, maybe you find one little thing to be grateful for, that little pleasurable sensation or experience you found earlier. Maybe cultivating that little seed of gratitude in your life. And then perhaps putting your hand in your heart and wishing it sincerely for yourself. May things go well for me. May I be well. May I have peace. May I be safe. May I be happy. Maybe under your hand you can feel your breath rising and falling, or your heart beating. Maybe you can feel a sense of warmth in your hand and around your heart. And perhaps imagining that in your mind's eye, seeing that wish ripple out from you like a wave of energy or a sound wave to all the people in your house, in your building, in your city, to all those people everywhere at home eating their dinners, looking for food somewhere or shelter. Even those people in the most dire of circumstances, wishing them well. May things change soon for them. May there be peace. May they be safe. And even perhaps for some of those people who you have difficulty with, the source of some of those difficult thoughts or difficult emotions. Perhaps being open to the idea that there's something going on in their life, some difficulty that you don't know about, some illness for themselves or in their family, some difficulty with their work or their relationship, their parent or their child, some problem with money. Part of this human condition. Probably a lot of us have experienced difficulties ourselves. Can we breathe that into our awareness and cultivate, just plant the seed of maybe we can wish them well too. May things improve for them. We won't be able to change them, but perhaps we can cultivate some compassion within ourselves towards them. Just allowing ourselves to accept them as perhaps we also work on accepting ourselves. We're going to begin to bring this practice to a close. You can perhaps just let your body do nothing now while I read this blessing from John O'Donoghue for a friend on the arrival of an illness. Now is the time of dark invitation beyond a frontier you did not expect. Abruptly, your old life seems distant. You barely noticed how each day opened a path through fields never questioned, yet expected deep down to hold treasure. Now your time on earth becomes full of threat. Before your eyes, your future shrinks. You lived absorbed in the day to day, so continuous with everything around you that you could forget you were separate. Now this dark companion has come between you, so continuous. Distances have opened in your eyes. You feel that against your will, a stranger has married your heart. Nothing before has made you feel so isolated and lost. When the shock, the reverberations of shock subside in you, may grace come to restore you to balance. May it shape a new space in your heart to embrace this illness as a teacher who has come to open your life to new worlds. May you find in yourself a courageous hospitality towards what is difficult, painful, and unknown. May you learn to use this illness as a lantern to illuminate the new qualities that will emerge in you. May the fragile harvesting of this slow light help to release whatever has become false in you. May you trust this light to clear a path through all the fog of old unease and anxiety, until you feel arising within you a tranquility profound enough to call the storm to stillness. May you find the wisdom to listen to your illness, ask it why it came, why it chose your friendship, where it wants to take you, what it wants you to know, what quality of space it wants to create in you, what you need to learn to become more fully yourself, that your presence may shine in the world. May you keep faith with your body, learning to see it as a holy sanctuary, which can bring this night wound gradually towards the healing and freedom of dawn. May you be granted the courage and vision to work through passivity and self-pity, to see the beauty you can harvest from the riches of this dark invitation. May you learn to receive it graciously and promise to learn swiftly that it may leave you newborn, willing to dedicate your time to rebirth. Maybe just beginning to move your hands a little, wriggling your fingers, opening and closing, rotating your hands in little circles, first gently in one direction, then the other. Maybe rotating your shoulders, turning your head softly from side to side or nodding. And if you're lying down, maybe drawing your feet towards you and rocking your knees from side to side before turning onto your side. Just feeling your body move. Opening your eyes. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Well done for showing up. And of course, come back again next Tuesday.
Karen, may all blessings be yours, my dear, for this beautiful, beautiful practice. I always admire you. So it's coming from my heart, darling. So much. I feel like I'm blessed today. So thank you, my dear. And thank you for your care, love you put for the community and for the practice. Heartfelt, heartfelt, darling. Take
Thank you
care
so
of
much.
yourself.
Oh, Thank you. I really appreciate
And
that.
all the blessing to you, Mark, too, for helping us. Thank you all.
Absolutely. You're
It
so
is
welcome.
such a joy.
Oh,
3 sadhu for all of you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
now take this care with you into the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Let it ripple out. Thank you so much. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you,
It's
Karen.
beautiful.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Thank you,
Karen.
Thank you,
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Karen.
you. That was lovely.
Wonderful as
Thanks very much,
usual.
Karen. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Mark.
You're so
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Lovely poem. Lovely
Thank you,
meditation. And Karen, may I say, you're looking exceptionally lovely today.
Oh,
I love
stop
those
it,
colors.
you silver tongue devil. Thank you very much. Listen, take care of yourself.